My name is Greg Devine. I work for Tata and Howard, one of the many engineering firms working with the town of Hopkinton and Boulder Capital on the new source development here in the town. We are looking to put in or explore the options of getting a new groundwater source in to augment the existing town's water distribution system. Well, right now we're in the test well phase, and we'll see just how many wells the site will yield. Right now we are on board with DEP to put in 2 wells to do test work for.
How deep do you think those wells will have to be?
At this point in time, we're not sure. That's why we're doing this work. It's an exploratory phase, and the final depths of these wells will be determined upon conclusion of the work. We'll drill wells basically in the area that's shown here, the site that's been determined by both DEP and the local Conservation Commission.
You expect to have just 1 well?
In terms of the production, the test well phase right now will determine, based upon the soils and the available water, how many wells will be installed.
And what are the test wells for? What will they determine?
The test wells identify the types of soils that are beneath the ground surface here and how much water is available for use.
How many wells do you expect to be drilling for the actual town well? Is it just one drive?
The actual number is uncertain. We've been in conversation with Mass DEP, and the actual number will be driven basically by the environmental conditions and how much information we're able to grasp from each drill.
How long do you expect to be out here?
That's basically determined upon how many wells we need to put in and what the results are. You know, being underground, we have to drill in and figure out what soils we're looking at and how much water we can yield.
How much water are you looking for?
We are looking for enough to satisfy both the town's requirements as well as that of the project. If acceptable amounts of water are available, there's a rather lengthy process with Mass DEP in which we have to go through the entire permitting phase in order to develop production wells that can be used for the town's benefit in the future.
And would one of these test wells then be the actual well you would use?
No, these test wells are purely for the exploratory phase. Any sort of final production well that would be used for the benefit of the town will be installed in the future.
And how much further from here is that proposed well? 100 feet, 200 feet?
It'd be in this general vicinity. The final well would be in this general vicinity if everything pans out and enough water is available for use.
How long before the test results are in?
That's uncertain right now. We're looking to get in and get as much information as possible through the permitting phase and whatnot. We're talking several weeks to maybe months before we know any final conclusions.